Oh, what could possibly go wrong doing a race this late? Whoops, here we go. Yo, we got bombs. Let's go. Alright, to the ledge. Ah! Ninja dodge. The Hyrule Castle key. Big news. My house. We already have bombs, so I'm not too worried about coming here. We're set up for both Hype Cave and Kakariko Well, which is probably one of the most ludicrous pickups we could get. Dude, go over. Ah, budge. Magic Bat. We care right now. Cool. Ouch. Shield, we're not coming back to that. This entrance is... Sure, man, all the resources right here in Lake Hylia. My gosh. Mark that as a resource, a point of interest. Ouch! Low, does it manipulate this card? It does not. It still goes up. Fast, though. I was dumb. I should have known that would happen. I don't have a shield. Not important. Yeah, let's do this because it takes forever to get back here. I almost want to check connectors. Really slow, but still. I'll take it. Shoot, I forgot about the lumberjack. This way. That's a very good uncle spot. It is virtually useless. Yes, please. What? Oh my gosh, this is like the worst case scenario right here. Holy cow. Terrible. Perna and a shield. Pitiful. I need to check this first. I do not know what this is. I don't think it's actually stuff. Ah, well, bombs definitely don't. Um, I'll get a small heater. Why not? Also, let's mark this so we don't forget. Alright, so now we get to the good stuff. This is where we get a lot of information. Let me go ahead and do this weird entrance down here. But don't forget later, there's no pretty way to route this. Curiosity shop. Great if I needed to buy a fireball shot. But I don't need to. Now we come back up here. Hopefully we get a lot of resources here. That's not a good entrance. I typically want to find the other end of that. Sure. That was horrible. Was Turok South. Was 4 very useless chests. But it is good to know we have that. That allows us to be a little bit more liberal with our Turok. Have a entrance right there. Go in there and go straight to the boss. Got plenty of bombs on the way at this point. This house is auto vendor item. Myths. Not great. Woods. It's good to find just because it is a quick dungeon. Hopefully it's a quick. Skull Woods is kind of flippers, especially already having money. Not only money, but easy armor. This. Don't get me wrong, flippers are great, but I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting. All flippers really does for me right now. The ability to check this hobo. Tower repair. Hyrule Castle. Of course, I always say, you know, the map to Hyrule Castle and Ganon's Tower, they're useless in this mode. But they at least don't inflate your quick swap. right? Because if you find the bug net, that's one additional item you have to quick swap. I hate that entrance. You can almost do that. I always check the item before I check the doesn't matter. Fortune teller? Hey, that's super nice, actually. That is an excellent item to find. House, then go activate that immediately. It gives us access to Death Mountain, too. Really just quick movement around the map, which is really nice to have. Especially when your connectors don't play nice. So what I'll probably do is check the blacksmith area, check south of Kakariko, flute back to Kakariko, and then do Superman Cave. Because now I don't have to walk all the way from the race game back up. Just flute back up here. Important. Unfortunately, we can't get that now. The library, which I use to just mark items. Into the Spectacle Rock. I'm not gonna bother marking that. We don't have to chase down Spectacle Rock. Spectacle Rock can be one of those entrance gotchas. A lot of people forget. Like, a lot of people are just used to Spectacle Rock for the item. But it actually is a connector. It can be a very important one in the entrance. When you find... a lot of times when you're new to entrance, when you find Spectacle Rock, a lot of people don't think to mark that. Same with rupees, right? So when you find rupee hoards, places like the Arrow game or any of the rupee caves, it's good to mark that stuff because you might need money. Farming money in entrance can be very difficult. We're lucky because we have a rupee hoard right next to Link's house, but also because our tier 1 tree pool is 80 rupees. You can make money pretty quick, but that's not always the case. I will come back later. We have precisely enough bombs. Oh, nice ride. We have precisely enough bombs to get us through escape. We also could flute to Link's house. No, I'll use Burna and bombs to get us through escape. Then we can save and quit the Link's house and then come back for, if we really want to, we can flute back for Super. I probably will, honestly, because we do need items. Let's see if I can remember bomb strats, though. If I miss this bomb, it's gonna be bad. Let's go. There's the bug net, which is slightly worse than the Hyrule Castle and Ganon's Tower map, because now we have to quick swap through our... I have to quick swap to Burna. This is like the easiest bomb in the world to land, so... Hey, what happened? Really could make a case for holding off on Super Bunny until we have either the Pearl or the Mirror. I think I might actually Fire Rod in that. That also puts Dark Cross as logic. So I'm pretty sure. Also, I need to flute to 5. I need to flute to 5 and check that in. I skipped out on that entrance earlier. Because I would rather do the Desert Connect, which worked out. I mean, we got a nice Kakariko route there. Let's do this one more time. Then 5, and then back. Also, do need to check the front of castle. I'll check this first only because if we manage to find a mirror, then the castle becomes a much easier check later. Oh god. The only reason I'm annoyed by that is because we just found the fire rod. We don't have a glove, we don't have a hammer. Barely do anything in the dungeon. I could check the Pentagator. Why wouldn't I? Could have fluted down there. This, I'll go over to the old one cave. Probably should have just fluted. Wow, okay. Ganon's tower right here. Yes. Not gonna bother checking the torch. course, why I'm not immediately going to Death Mountain, I cannot tell you. But I'm farming bombs, I can easily go buy some. Death Mountain is like always a good call. Forever. Good find though. Really good find. That was weird. Can buy it, I might as well check. We'll see. Yeah, let's check where the center goes. Down here and check the curiosity. Right north. Because I honestly can't remember or not. Here's a key door. Okay. Well, magic, and we out. But it doesn't look like we really missed a whole lot here on that mountain. It's a connector. I think we've done a pretty good job exploring everything we have. Bit surprised that we don't a little bit better to go. Of course, we did get super early flippers. We also have access to Funny Cave. I feel like we don't have stuff to do. Oh. Yes, so. Oh. What was I thinking? Praise. DGen hours. Call them. First off, mark this. Fire and feed. Knew you were gonna do that. Knew you were gonna do that. Nothing to stop me. I'm not fleeting to it. I guess we flew to the Zora area? Vanilla. How about bombs? Arrows, because why not? Gonna end up with 400 rupees left. Game is all about to rocket. Have any keys? Oh my gosh. I am for certain gonna attack the change up. The bottle. Okay, well, basically useless. Sick kid balance. Oh gosh. How would you be up there? That's good. And run. Also, leaving the big chest. Try next. I have another check? What? I just have two, right? Oh, crystal roller. I could not get to. I could get to now from the back control. Which might be worth it, I don't know. Combo that in with super button. Slow, but the alternative is waiting until we find the big key. Not only is it slow, but it's also not logic. Turok smoke. What is that? Can I climb? Gosh. I'm Cannon's Tower. Oh no, I don't have the GT. Access. And a bumper cave. I try to make it over here. Check the other. I guess because I have the could use desert. That key that we stole. Is that the proper entrance to? Proper. What's the other bit? So mean! Oh, I want that. Where the back goes before I forget. Wait. Wait for anything. Actually. Careful not to burn my key. Heyo. God, I hate that. Stir. A little careful here. Literally the only place I have to spawn in my world. I'll check the castle. Give me an idea of if we even need to bother climbing. I haven't found Ganon yet. Ganon? The hero of the sanctuary? No. That's Ganon, so. On top. a very nice thumbnail. Go ahead and check the kid. I hate this because they're really long checks, but at the same time, I kind of need the item. See now, if that was a pearl, that would look like a juice. Also go down here and be. Granted, that thought of that kind of sucks. Do it. Ow. Nice. Or wait till we get us. Not even worth it. Which had that? Ask. Getting that you need a small. Much like the very next chest we opened this one. Hyrule Castle. Hello. Oh, so where was Hyrule Castle at? Right next door, shoot! Right there. Couldn't find it on my track. Alright, yeah, we're going to the back of Hyrule Castle. The big key I can actually still traffic. That would be better. I can't funky to rock. Back to ice. Kind of annoying because I don't have that. You have a green potion. Like we're going to kill what's there anyways. I still want to do. Oh, money wall. Literally the only thing I can. Guess for bunny would help to rock. Tank without a glove. about effective. I don't have a mirror, so we can't get the light world death mountain. Okay, dead. I think we're bunny. All we have left. What's in GT? Time. Oh, we couldn't ice pallet. Okay. Moon Pearl on Bumperly. What the fudge? Like the rudest Moon Pearl ever. Okay, so there's a connector somewhere. Connectors I haven't explored yet. I'm real happy that I did Curiosity Shop early. Ooh, but I can't. Almost trapped myself in. Connector. We could very well have access to it. Absolutely need to check. It actually could be unlocking. Oh, come on. This is a save and quit. I can't do it. That is unfortunate. Not what we're looking. Quicker way to get the dark world out. I mean, I had to check that because the game actually can't require you to exit as a bunny to enter as a human. Another one there. Rapid connector. And no, actually, I have to check it because it could be the bottom that sends me to could be the bottom one that actually gives me the pearl. You have to check this. You can't skip it. The number one thing you should be checking. Because if you skip this, and this is the pearl, that's the worst. And it's purple. I think it works. So what we're gonna do is exit. Actually get the links. That was a fun sequence of them. Also, I don't feel so behind because who does that, right? On a bunny image. Granted, if you did that, pretty well. Power pod. Yeah, so if you made that play, still can't go out that direction because if I go out that direction. Hey, no, we need to go through this mirror entrance here. Actually, mirror. That's the worst absolute place. These feel a lot better by going to the controller right now. Village of Outcasts. Right there, you're next. Do it, you bro. Should have done school. Should have done. Actually, I'm gonna go back up. This is the second vanilla intro. I gotta go back up and do Skull Woods because then I can mirror and actually clear Skull Woods. And I can get the full magic while I'm at school. Oh my gosh. I know I should. Also, I can't forget that this done. Magic. Fire ride. Fire rod was in the gate basement. Man, if you stole a key. Try to steal a key and get sexy. Gonna have a bad time. Hey, could you imagine skipping that? I almost skipped that. I was almost like, hey, we'll just do it. We're getting very close to a Swamp Palace point. Would it have any of this? I'm not gonna bother with it. Like, the lamp is very, very, very. Here, nice to have, given that we already have the mirror. Forget do any kind of creative death. Very annoying. I knew that. Picked it anyway. Picture by horse gold. Of Gannon power. Grab rather not go back there until I have the beat. Or do I want to wait? So I don't necessarily want to do the climb, but I do want to not mirror on top of this. Actually, pretty broke. Probably gonna be harmless that way. Maybe the vanilla bean key chest. Woods is a forced double dip, so it's as annoying for everybody else. You absolutely needed the hammer to get that skill. No getting around. Actually, good route South Shore back into school. Very interesting. Oh. Make for very interesting. I also could save and quit to the Sanctuary to pick up with our Dark World. This isn't a bad idea at all. The real Ice Run King. You can check this first and backtrack. So this is potentially bad because now Now I want to check this connector, and if it's good, now we're here. Not that bad to get back there either. We do have the pyramid saving quit. That's not the worst one. Plenty of rupee, actual rupee hoard, desert rupee hoard in the Hylia shoplift. Have the arrow game found. That one. We have plenty of places to farm rupee, and our tier 1 tree board. Huh. Mittens. Before I can even think about getting mitts, I can do love. I can't even do the route that I wanted to do because stupid Paradox Cave. Shoot. Paradox Cave is behind the glove. Makes this route feel a lot stupid. Could it have been the bombable all over? How do I even get to... The other one's on freaking bumper ridge. This route still can make a bit of sense. We can still make something. It still looks silly. Because we're only checking the one entrance. What, a fortune teller? I was thinking. Feed in that rock. Then we could just perfectly warp over. Oh my gosh. Well, half magic's not bad. Shouldn't be too upset. We're also in the stage of the game where half magic actually. That was swamp. That was swamp. Cow, you guys are well coordinated. No. Ouch. Ouch, kabibbles. That shot might actually be... You just had a... Oh, I can't even check catfish because I don't have a glove. So... What happened, man? It was the Enemizer All Dungeons Keysanity. Why would that have been... I don't understand how that could have been a miserable rando. Oh, Enemizer's the greatest mode in the world. And then you make it all dungeon, so it's even better. I will say, I actually do, I do think that all dungeons pairs very well with Enemizer. I don't know how I feel about this. It's not a great thing to find. Come on, do it. Do things. One ice rod and Castle Tower key for no mode with a ton left. Dude, skipping left side swamp. Was it Keysanity as well, or was it just Enemizer? Guess where you found Ice Rod. You want me to say it out loud? I'm gonna guess a fetch quest on left side swamp, which led to the Ice Rod. This will be a safe. I guess something like mushroom on left side swamp. That's way too far down. It's annoying that was useless. I stand behind the fact that that was the most convenient thing. Also, Lamp was at Pyramid Ferry, Eastern Palace, and Ice Palace at the 5-6. Wow, there was no. Was there a way for me to scout that? That's actually super convenient. Now we can go get the. Now we can go get the. Yeah. Boots. Also, we can go get the we got the boots. Now we can go get the sword from the library. This actually isn't a bad route. Discovered a new hard lot? I didn't need a mirror. Don't need a mirror to get down. Really? Here, I guess. This came. I know that I know that I know. I don't remember what it was, but I know that we got it. Aeropod. Well, this is a dubious call here. I have the small key. We don't have the big key. Oh no, we have the big key. Literally whatever we want. Yes, we will. Thanks. Thanks, bro. Say getting grabbed by a wall master and going downstairs on the same frame don't turn out too well. Oh yeah. Dude, Enemizer's like that, man. I think I'm boss. Never get boss fight. Correct. You're right. You're right. Holy cow with the maps. You haven't found Saha's relic yet. I think I might actually skip the Hera basement for now. No, we're still missing the glove. We're still missing the glove. I have no business skipping. Definitely not. Not a bad find, honestly. Not bad at all. That's full clear hair, huh? Now we save and quit to bank. I meant to ask you, G, if you had a question for you. I know that you mentioned that you and your wife watch Studio Ghibli. Didn't know if y'all were a fan of any other anime or if that was just exclusive to Studio Ghibli. Didn't know if y'all had any other anime that y'all watched. Are the gloves? Interested. The lamps. That one. Active. A lamp. I'm not. Spiral Cave out. Saki Studio Ghibli. Got it. Yes, sir. Nice. God, I hope I can do everything I need right now. But never come back. Used to be into it a lot more, but not for a long time. So, me and my wife, alright, we had a conversation. Back to Sanctuary, right? I do. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna ignore that lamp connector for now, and I'll check the other lamp connector whenever I'm on. So back to anime, right? So I could never take Naruto seriously, right? Because I listened to it, I saw a little bit about it. Just the voice acting, man. Acting is so bad. I don't mind clearing Eastern, but I don't have the big key, and I almost want to wait for check those. Okay, good. I know what this is. I'm gonna do Easter. I'm probably gonna find the big key in like my next location. So yeah, so I was watching some Naruto and man, it was so annoying. Just listen to the guy's voice. You know, believe it. Ah, I could stand it. So then, me and my wife, we started watching One Piece, which has a, which I mean, I don't know, anime kind of, you have to tread lightly because there's a lot of junk, really is. But if you can tread through the junk, there's some excellent story writing, right? That's what I love about it. Great storytelling. And because you're not dealing with actual actors that, you know, grow old. Like, you can have things like One Piece has been going since like 1995. And you don't have to worry about the actors getting older because it's just, you know, it's anime. But, so yeah, I've been watching, I've watched some clips of Naruto. Couldn't stand it because the voice acting was so bad. But, me and my wife, we've been watching One Piece. And, the one thing I really love about it is just the world building that you get in that show, right? So the world building is huge. Like there's this, like, things that have been years in the making. Like you're watching an episode. It's like a character comes back from like, yeah, I don't have to do a character comes back that like you haven't seen in like a year's worth of episodes. It's like, holy cow, he brought that back, and this is what it means. So but yeah, the world building is really, really good. But we started watching it. Of course, we watched with subtitles. Anytime we have the option, with the exception of something like Studio Ghibli, where the voice acting is, you know, on point. We always tend to watch the dubs. Like we don't even bother looking. I mean, we always watch the sub. We completely ignore the dub. To a point where if all we can find of an anime is the dub, we skip it. Like we're just like, nah, I'm not gonna bother watching it. So and it didn't occur to me until I watched a YouTube video on One Piece where they were ranking like the top 10 battles or something like that, and they used the American clips for whatever reason. So I got to hear the main character's English voice actor, and I'm like, this guy sounds terrible. Like at one point he's fighting and he's like, I'm gonna stand up to you because you're gonna take away everything that I ever wanted. But it sounds like literally like when you read them, like I made the comment to Kikima, I was like, to my wife, I was like, it sounds like they're doing a cold read. I was like, it really does. It sounded like they just set a script down in front of them and said, hey, read this. And come find out, that's actually what a lot of them do. They get a script like that morning, and then they have to turn it into an episode. So they're like legitimately doing a cold read. And I'm like, oh, that explains a lot. Because like when you hear the English voice acting compared to the Japanese voice acting, like for some reason, when you're watching it with Japanese audio, like when they go over the top, because you're so not used to hearing the Japanese audio anyways, like they can do whatever they want with their voice, and it just makes sense. Here's the desert big key, and I am right next to it. This is excellent routing right here. But yeah, so it kind of makes me wonder. It's like, I wonder if I would have appreciated Naruto, or at least been a little bit more open-minded to Naruto if I heard the Japanese audio as opposed to it. Because when you watch One Piece with the English dub, like it sounds a lot like Naruto. Oh, that's I stole a key, but I don't want to burn the key. I can actually go clear the desert now. Yes, gosh, man, we're running out of stuff. I guess we do desert. Why not do desert? I wouldn't say I'm a purist when it comes to anime. I definitely prefer subtitles over dub. Dude, I got this thing, you'll probably appreciate this. But anytime I say like a controversial opinion, you know, like I think that shredded cheese is the superior form of cheese, right? I think that subtitles are objectively better than dubs when you're talking about anime, right? Anytime I share an opinion on that, I always tag it with Galatians 4:16, which is where Paul's writing to the Galatians and he's just dropping truth on them, like, "Hey guys, don't act like this, don't do this, you know, act godly." So, but the actual scripture is, what? Because I now bring you the truth, I'm your enemy. Which I just love. So anytime I'm like, yeah, Nintendo Switches. Like when I'm like, yeah, Nintendo Switch is a superior console of this generation. Galatians 4:16. What, I'm now your enemy because I'm telling you the truth? It was a crystal, right? Yes. What do I know about the light world now? Eastern is my green pendant. Where am I going now, though? What can I even do? Can I do anything in Turtle Rock? Gannis Tower. Let's just do it. Don't think my opinions are inspired? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure if that means you disagree or you don't think that they're unpopular. Watch there be a glove on the porch. Okay, good. I would have felt a little silly if there was a glove on the porch. Oh, like scripture. Dude, there was another funny way where I just kind of misinterpreted scripture, or I like intentionally like quoted it wrong just for kicks. Back when I was serving in youth, a pastor was looking for scriptures on dating, right? And he said that he was reading about how David, right, how the Bible describes him as attractive. And he was like, yeah, but I'm trying to find scriptures on dating. And I was like, well, there is that scripture. I thought this is the funniest thing in the world. I told it to someone else, though, and they didn't think it was funny, and I got really sad. But I was like, well, there is that scripture where it's talking about how God provides for you. You know, and it talks about a father, like, loving his kid. Like, what father, if his son wanted bread, he would get a rock instead, right? He's like, what does that have to do with dating? I was like, bro, I don't want no rock. I want that bread. Basically meaning that, you know, I want an attractive woman today. So, I thought that was like one of the funniest things I'd ever come up with in my life. And I told it to a friend of mine. He's like, oh, I guess you had to be there. I was like, no, man. Fine. Little credit. We were also, one time I was taking a worship class, and we were talking about, went through this book called All I Can Do, right? There was anything here? Are you kidding me? My gosh. Hyrule Castle? This is going to be a real weird route, but this is the only way that I can think of that we can kind of reasonably route in. Bumper Cave. Not Bumper Cave, Keysanity. But yeah, we were going through this book called The Rebirth of Music. And it was talking about some of the destructive characteristics of music, right? About how, like, music has, like, legit power. And, which, you know, now being a little bit more learned, I don't know if I agree with everything that he put in the book. But he was talking about like yeah, man, when you play these certain types of music at certain frequencies, like, you can have this effect on the body and stuff like that. And then there was a workbook that came with this class, right? We were talking about like some of the different uses of music in the Bible. We were talking about Jericho. So there was this very clear section on, you know, hey, when you listen to certain frequencies, it has this effect on the body, right? So then we're doing this workbook. And they asked the very obvious question of what are some of the examples in which music can be like deadly or dangerous. So everybody else, of course, quoted the frequencies. Like, oh yeah, these frequencies can have this effect on the body. My smart self, um, man, I gotta figure out what I'm like odd, I guess. My smart self was like, well, you know, like when they walked around the walls of Jericho and then they yelled, I was like, that was pretty destructive. Like everyone else, like actually read the material. I was like, well, shoot, they freaking yelled and a wall fell down, man. What more do you want? Like, oh, this frequency will give you a headache. Like, bro, they destroyed a city. I can't do anything else in Ice Palace. Still don't have a glove. How am I almost 2 hours into a season? I still don't have a glove. I knew that was gonna be a bomb. I hoped it was, but I knew it would. I could have just quick up with that. I'm like, what do I do? So this will be a full clear pod. I still can't do. Dude, if you've heard some of the music I've heard, I'm sure you've heard music like the music I've heard, but yeah, some people have a very loose definition of music. Like, dude, I'll take the people yelling at the wall. Man, I feel like I have to route super weird now because I still don't have that glove. Like, I feel like I'm gonna dash to the bomb shop so I can check the bonk rocks above Link's house. Your mainstay is video game music? Oh, see remix. I have a friend who published mixes. Actually, Zelda music. I don't know what she's doing these days, but college, she wasn't huge on the academic side of things. Like she was like okay, right? She wasn't like a overachiever on the academic side, but she started like an entire video game convention that met yearly at the University of Alabama. So like when it came to her major, like, again, she wasn't a slouch, but it was like, you know, you wouldn't look at this person and be like, oh yeah, she's gonna like change the world with her major. But yeah, she personally in her hobbies, she's incredibly driven. I think her username is Smart Poetic. But yeah, she actually all of a sudden one of her songs blew up. I think it was OC Remix. I think that was the site. May have been some other site. But one of her pieces blew up. She couldn't figure out why, and somebody actually made, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the game Geometry Dash, but she did a remix to Zelda's Lullaby, and somebody used it for a Geometry Dash level, and then all of a sudden her plays just went through the roof. I can't skip anything until I find the book. So dumb. Dude, where are the freaking gloves, man? I feel like I'm gonna find one dungeon and then exit that dungeon. I felt bad diving. I didn't want to go to GT without the big key. I'm doing this stupid conservative route. Well, good thing we routed that in. I'm legitimately at a loss as to what to do. No, no way. No way. No way. This can't be it. This can't be it. Oh, it's not it? It's actually not it? Dude. Dungeon 3, Skullwood, the full clear. Dungeon 2, I can't get into. I can do one chest. I can do one chest in freaking swamp. Evestown, I've done all I can do. Haven't found Mire. I can't do anything else in Turtle Rock, right? Everything in Turtle Rock is locked behind the, I think I might be actually stumped. This is gonna be Big Key to Eastern. No, Big Key to Thievestown. Definitely gonna be the Big Key to Thievestown. I could go back for the big chest and ice. Big Key to Turtle Rock, okay, I can work with that. This has been such a weird scene. So first off, you get to scout this before you pick it up, but Moon Pearl was on Bumper Ledge. Later, man. But have a good one. That last one count. It counted! A little spooky action there. Oh my gosh, this is bad. I mean, I have berries, but it's not bad. Holy moly, man. This is one of the worst scenes I've ever done. Not even it. Crystal, though. Going back down to Hyrule Castle? We are. Might not even. What is Song Palace? Song Palace is a pendant. So really, where the thief found Big Key and find. Well, thieves found Big Key and the Mire Big Key. Let's. This is a horrible, horrible. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm not moving. If I move, I'm not going to be able to get back to that. Probably a fairy, then what is... Probably a fairy. God, I hope this is the right one. Only thing left is the big chest of ice powder. Right? Oh, I did that. I did the clear desert. So I can't use the stolen key. Horrible dash. I forgot. South Shore. South Shore, yeah. I thought I did do this though. Yeah, I did South Shore. I actually did do South Shore. That was Bunker Cave with there. To the bomb shop. Did all of that. Like, there's no way I didn't check this. Did both of those. I'm legitimately stumped. Nothing missed. Do I have a shovel? Never do magic bat. Never do magic bat. Never did magic bat. I was all over this place too. Why'd it have to be that? I guess we're climbing. turn now. Dude, we're broke. Whoa! Gosh, this is the worst. This is when I really want those notifications, like when you're. Cause my opponent like sub 2 hours this. I want to be done with it. 2 hour? No point in doing this. Because Sank is at Germany. Already in London. It to be right here, and it was just that easy. I go and save it. You still have the hooch I gave. I really have a hard time imagining there's an area which I would. We have so little left. I am a little shocked that that's the Ice Palace again. Actually, no. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing Ice Palace. Ah. Did not expect this. Make it. No need to mark this because I'll mark this. We should never ever have gone. What's probably the case is that hookshot connects to the miner. Desert right here? Yes. Listen. Quality entry. I know there's others. This one I feel like there's gonna be a swamp palace key. Wow, I did not even realize I hadn't found it yet. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Alright. There's still that big key to East. How do we get pathway? Actually, no, that's a bit. Koi with 102. Thank you for the host. What game were y'all playing? LOL. Dude, this is a horrible idea, right? I joined a CrossFit race way past my bedtime. And I subsequently forgot that Magic Bat existed. So it's just been a joy to see. My first glove was at the 2 hour and 2 minute mark. So I don't think you want me teaching you anything. This is my second cross keys race of the ladder. Ouch! Holy. Hello. Midarius. Guys for the follow. I sincerely appreciate it. So I want it. There were at least 2 enemies in that room that I shooting for all of them. Oh yeah, we're in luck. Right, these things do not hurt at all. That was an awful one. So I'm really hoping the Meyer Big Key is here, because the Meyer Big Key is not here. I have 2 options. I can either find Meyer and just hope the Big Key's there, or I do have access to Swamp Palace. I'm not too keen on Pendant Swamp Palace, especially when I absolutely last location. To the point where I was like literally frozen, trying to figure out what I had skilled. What's even worse is that I found Magic Bat like 5 minutes into the game. It was part of my opening. Tempered is actually good. Fire Big Key. Okay. What's even worse is that there's still 2 really troll big keys I can find. One of them being the Eastern Palace Big Key. The other one being the Swamp Palace Big Key. Neither of which I want to see. But just because I see a big key doesn't mean it's the one I need. Of course, I could just rush Swamp House and hope it's in there. And not on the left side. Rush hurts. Why do you do this to me, Rando? I have to go check that. Also, I intentionally orphaned the Gannon Tower Big Chest. Spike Cave wouldn't be a bad check. Spike Cave wouldn't be a bad check at all, given the circumstances. First, we'll check the shovel. I forget that I have quick swap, because this is entrance. That was a bonk. But did nothing to stop it. I have to swap to do that. Take your stupid money. This is not, that's not. This is Spike Cave. Spike Cave is one of my least favorite entrances, no matter what mode. Forever one of my least favorite locations. I think Smith Chain is too slow. What we need to win this. I think this has to be Maya. Can be anything else. Hookshot Cave connects to the back of Turtle Rock. No, because everyone, or whoever else I'm playing, probably remembered the Magic Bat. Especially before going all the way back to Ice Palace without a glove, just so you get the big chest. They also probably didn't orphan the Guinness Tower big chest. What entrances do I have left? I see where it can be. I don't know. I don't think an execution advantage is what it used to be. I really don't. I'm starting to feel like the execution advantage, it's just the standard now. Like, either you execute well or you don't. And if you want a chance, you better execute. Especially me, like, I've never felt like I've routed particularly well. I know it's kind of weird. Like, it feels like I'm sandbagging, saying all this, you know, having a pretty good tournament showing, but I don't know. I never feel like I play as consistently well as other people. Fire. What other entrance do I have left? Finding entrances. Ah! See, this is what gets me, man. What gets me. If this isn't Meyer, we might have a problem. Might have a very big problem. Not Meyer. If the Meyer Big is here, I don't know if that's good or bad. How do I route this? I think I did. Play. if it's not here, I think the next best place for me to check is actually the mushroom. Because the potion shop is really annoying to get to. Like, you always have a better thing to go back to than the potion shop. Because what you have to do is you have to mirror on top of the pyramid, go through Spiral Cave to get to the Turtle Rock Bridge, and then mirror, because potion shop is in the Mimic Cave entrance. Works, right? I think this is a different super tiles. I can actually do the right here, which I didn't do because I didn't have to ignore. First time you've ever seen that clip? I'm surprised. I think that's the clip that Koi does on this stream. Could be wrong about that. Immediately go into potion shop now. There's no way I'm winning. There's absolutely no way I'm winning. Oh, I got nervous. I was like, no, I have... We just save and quit to pyramid. You never do it in a race because it's dumb. I won't argue with you there. Not where I want to be. I want to be on Sanctuary. I wish I knew if my opponent was done. I feel like my opponent's been done for forever. Dave was here. I don't think there's a way, like, even if I pull the most Galaxy Brain of Galaxy Brain skips, unless I just get paired up with someone who's like brand spanking new to entry. It wasn't even here. Very annoying location. Like, even like what best case scenario, it's the first chest in here. I still don't think that. Oh, that's the... Weird to see the Light World bots in here. Don't worry about grabbing the wall because the stealth is. Whenever you flip that water switch, if you have a shield, it causes extra lag frames. I was quick swapping and mashing to get out of the water. That's what happened there. But when you have a shield and you hit that water switch, you create extra lag frames. So you can grab the wall, which will despawn your shield, and it will reduce the lag frames of the water filter. But that is not necessary to build Stalfos, because that's already one less thing the game has to control. Yay, we're in go mode. Honestly, probably, I mean, it's gotta be less than a second. And I'm almost positive that if you don't grab it like perfectly, you probably waste more movement frames than you save. On the bright side, we absolutely get to wreck the tempered answer. Yo! Magic pickup. Oh, we don't get spooky. There's probably some galaxy brain way to set it up, but I know there's the all dungeons set up, but I don't know how that works. On time. Yeah. You throw a block into the hole, and then it gives you a different altitude, but still an altitude that you can manipulate for spooky. I still almost did spooky. We don't even need that one either. Alpha's almost ruined my day. Yeah, I've seen it done before. I just never practiced it. That's not something that I want to try to figure out mid-game. No one cares. Oh yeah, that's right, silvers. Yeah, we beat flying. And everything but everything not locked behind a big key. Full clear desert. We did some stuff in swamp, I'm not sure. Alrighty. These Ganon's easy to get to. There's no way that we're winning this. I would be actually shocked. Oh yeah, that's right, jank or variable. We've done many things since Ice Armos. You only have to hit him once here, but I just very annoyed at this scene. Let's see how we did. See how bad we lost is really what I mean to say there. There's no way we won this. Oh, dang. We lost by 1 minute. That's way close. Actually, we lost by like 30 seconds. Man, we lost to Allison by like 1 minute. And I kept finding like just enough to keep me going. Man, I'm shocked that we I'm actually kind of glad I didn't, even though I lost, I'm kind of glad I didn't forfeit, because if I had forfeited that and he finished for that time, I would have suspected I might have a chance. Header code and data. Let's review some of the matchups. Apparently all the seeds are bad, because Itzion had the fastest time overall, 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 50 minutes. I'm surprised, like, no, which then again, though, it's kind of a small race. And Itzion, who's now on Discord, he's called Host Me If You Can. I don't know if that's his Discord name or not. But, yeah, he beat T-Stu with the time of 2 hours, 22 minutes, 51 seconds. And Chemo beat Ike here with 2 hours, 24 minutes, 6 seconds. Allison. Really, I was like 5th overall. That's kind of crazy. See, how many times did I die of Ice Bounce? I did 1 for the Pinagator, 1 for everything but the big chest, then the big chest. Man, that went horrible. It's so bad. And we're all talking about like what we did. Like, so Alazin last location the moon pearl. I last location the glove. The issue though is that last location of the glove was so much more painful than last location. And we literally checked every inch of the game. So we can deduce that the hookshot cave is actually there. We need the four. Yeah, we don't need this connector. Never did catfish. Fire. So the way we first got to the Dark World was we did Hyrule Castle, which is like left race game, right? The left Hyrule Castle entrance took us to the center of Hyrule Castle, which is in the Dark World, right? The Dark Saint. You started invert. We took that to the Curiosity Shop, which is this little shop to the left of the pyramid. And I saved and quit. I didn't go north because Aga Tower is the bumper cave entrance. So number one, when I first found the Dark World, you had to do bunny traversal in Crossworld. Well, you enter the Dark World. Number one, you don't have the pearl and you don't know where it is. Also, you don't have a glove. So in my mind, it made sense to go to the Curiosity Shop and say quit because I don't want to go up to the Dark Lumberjack because I want to go there with the pearl and the glove, so I don't forfeit the bumper cave. So I went to the Curiosity Shop to save and quit. So where the pearl ended up being was on Bumper Ledge. It was the Bumper Ledge item, which means in Cross Keys it means you have to find a connector that gives you. So this number one, which is the fortune teller north of Village of Outcasts, below Skull Woods, that number one is Paradox Cave. Paradox Cave has 3 entrances. So you entered by way of the Moldorm entrance. One thing that entrance can ask you to do, especially Crossworld Shuffle, means that your connectors can connect from the Dark World to the Light World. One thing that Crossworld Entrance Shuffle can ask you to do is because Paradox has 3 entrances, it could ask you to enter the cave as a bunny, check one of the other entrances to the cave, and then come back. Like, let's say one of the other entrances to the cave, that entrance happens to be the Light World, so then you get to come back as Link. So that you can enter the cave as a bunny, but that cave actually has your moon pearl. You have to enter and exit a Light World entrance to actually get that function. Keep in mind that the mirror block erase, that's a sequence break, so it would never ask you to do it. But what was really annoying about this particular instance is that Paradox Cave actually was the connector to get your moon pearl. But when you enter via the Moldorm, your obvious next choice is going to be after you go down the stairs. You know, you can either choose to drop down and push the block, or you could just go out the door right there. Right? Like there's a door. It's the door you usually enter when you're going up Paradox Cave. That entrance led to the Dark World shopping mall. And you can see that number in the bottom right hand of my map, next to Misery Mire. It was the rock entrance. And if you're in the Dark World, and especially if you don't have a glove, you can't lift that rock back up. So you had to go through Paradox Cave to get to the Moon Pearl. But the obvious next choice of a connector, put you in the Dark World shopping mall. So you had to save and quit. You had to go back. Luckily, you had the flu for all this. You had to go back to Hyrule Castle left, south of Kakariko. You had to go back to Hyrule Castle left, to go out Hyrule Castle center, to go into Paradox Cave, to come out of Bumper Ledge, to get your pearl, which was on the ledge. And that was the pearl logic. So that was fun. I actually enjoyed that. I last location the crap out of it, but it was fun nevertheless. Last locationing the glove, not so much. But in any case, this was a good one. So oh yeah, if you're watching, I hope you enjoyed it. It is now 2:41 a.m. my time, and I have work at 8 a.m. So work is gonna be rough. I wasn't sleeping. To be honest, like even now, I'm terribly sleepy. So work will be interesting tomorrow. But if you're watching Koi, I really sincerely appreciate the host. I hope you guys enjoyed what little time you were able to catch the race. Honestly, the rest of it was just me floundering around looking for a club. For watching, I hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you guys later. Sorry, I don't have like a nice little koi pond for you guys to look at. It's just me saying goodbye. So sorry about that. Bye.